Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Christy Robbins from MS Textiles. This video today is being created for a beginner sewing class. Hello everyone, Jason sewing class. We are doing this video today. I want to show everyone how to make bias binding for quilts and quilting projects. And so my disclaimer today is that this is just one of the many methods because quilt binding can be purchased. It can be made multiple ways. This demonstration will be a method that's easy to perform for beginners, so someone who has limited knowledge of quilts or quilting, and also someone who may not have a lot of supplies already for quilts or quilting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me turn the camera here so you guys can see a little easier. First of all, I have a piece of bright yellow on quilting fabric. It's 45 inches. It was cut 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches here, you can see. And so it's also about a yard or 36 inches in length. Now you can cut these pieces any length that you would like. Again, for this demonstration, this was just easy for me to be able to show you to cut this length. Okay. Also have a little mini iron that you guys know we've used in class. You can use any size iron, does not matter. It's just really whatever you have on hand. I have a wool pressing mat here. You can use an iron. You can use any flat surface that's hard and that's clean, free. I would say free from lint, free from anything that debris that you would not want on your bias binding. Okay. The second thing that I have here is a piece of cardboard, and obviously all of us get lots of packages and things. Cardboard is laying around, and so you guys know for MS Textiles we love to repurpose things. So this was cut. This is about 4 by 5, and so this is going to be the little piece that we're going to use to store the bias binding. Okay, and I'll show you how that was done. Next, this is a piece of just craft felt that you purchased in your craft store, and we also use these in class, you guys may remember. So I cut this, and this piece is cut 9 inches by 4 inches, okay? And so what I did next here, I want to show you, this is a purchased little storage device for bias binding, just so you can see what's out there, okay? Next I have some pins that we're going to be using. I'm using these pins today that have a large head at the top, so you'll be able to easily see during the video. And then I also have some scissors because you just never know what you're going to need scissors for during a project. Okay. So, first of all, I'll show you how I made the little storage device. So I took my piece of cardboard and I wrapped around this way, and then I made a seam right through the middle. Okay, you can do this with a needle and thread or with a sewing machine, and I'll hold it up close to the camera so you can see. And it's not going to ravel because it's craft felt. The felt is nice. It'll be nice against the binding. It'll be easy for the binding to hold on to. And as you can see, I already have some here, just a little freezer bag. I'll take one out so you can see. Already made some binding, and this is what it looks like already on the craft felt. Okay, so these are things that we all have in our house. Now, bias binding can be made out of lots of things. Here at MS Textiles, we like to use also denim and flannel. You can use a solid color such as this. You can also use something that would be a print or a stripe. This is a baby quilt. I'll show you. And the binding's already been applied, and you can see sort of the difference when you use maybe a stripe or a color that's different, so you can see kind of how it stands out. Okay. All right, so we're ready to get started here. The first step in creating the binding is that you want to fold this binding in half, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and just lay some pins out, so I'll be ready. And so as I fold this in half, I'm going to start at one end here, and you want to make one edge touch the other edge. So is really important in quilting and sewing, to be as accurate as you can be, because that's going to show in your work. It's going to show in whatever you do here. Okay. And so I'm just pinning along. I'm not being scientific with the pinning, you guys. I'm just along each sort of side here, and as you can see, I'm just holding the binding in place as I go. And again, the pins are just really meant to secure the edges as we go along. Okay. And the next step here is I'm actually going to press this in half, what I folded. Okay. And so you guys may remember our tip about pressing and ironing is that we press when we quilt. We do not iron. We use an iron, but we press. If you iron aggressively one way or the other in either direction, you can distort the fabric, the fibers of the fabric, and so you might not see it sort of in the beginning, but you would see it when you were finishing your project or sort of midway through the project. Things are just not going to fit together the way that you would expect them to. And you'd be wondering what happened, and that's probably what happened. It could be just a pressing and ironing error. Okay. So as you can see here, everything is just nice and folded, and we've done the pressing. So the next part is I'm actually going to take the pins off. And you'll be able to see here in just a second why I'm doing that. Okay. So as I remove the pins here, you see that there's a nice seam down the middle, and so I'm actually going to take my pins here and put them back exactly where they were. Okay. But I'm just only putting the pins here on one side, and then I'm opening this up, because now it's time to make the second fold. Okay. And so I'm going to start down here at this end, and I'm going to fold toward the middle. Okay. So I'm going to fold toward this seam, and I want the edge of this binding piece, this fabric, to lie just directly here on this seam. Okay. And so I'm going to move the pin just right there, right to the middle. Okay. And as you can see, I started kind of at the end, and I'm just making my way down to the other end. And if you had a much longer piece of fabric, you would just let it lie down just at the ends here, and then as you gather your links, you can do each link just a yard or so at a time. Okay. So I'm going to take my iron here again, and I'm going to press just the fold. That's the idea here, to press the fold. And then we'll be about halfway done here with our binding. Okay. And then the next step, I'm going to actually take the opposite side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make this edge meet the opposite edge. I'm just going to move the pins over. So I'm going to do the same process. Okay. So again, this side is going to meet to that middle fold. Okay. And I'm going to press. And this is a medium heat. You might see a cotton setting on your iron if you have a cotton setting. I'm not using any kind of starch at this point, and I'm not using any steam. Okay. Steam can distort cotton fabric again, so I would just say use that with caution. Okay. And so now you can see that we've got 2 nice folds here. We're going to make a 3rd fold. Okay. So I'm going to remove my pin here. This time I'm going to do 1 pin at a time. So I'm making that last fold, and what I'm doing, I'm folding each side onto itself. You guys can see. I apologize, I'm new to cameras, new to video cameras. This making videos is new to me, so okay. And then I'm going to press again. It should press out nice and easy. A couple seconds, just letting the iron lie. And the mini iron is really easy for quilting. If you don't have one, they're about anywhere from maybe $15 and up. I would say you don't necessarily need to invest in anything that's super expensive. This works just fine. This was about a $10 to $15 one at Joann. Okay. And so as you can see, all the folds have been made. I'm going to take a ruler here. I'm going to show you. This is going to be about 3/4 of an inch, okay? So you would check. You can check with your ruler along each increment, maybe at the pin, where the pins are, to make sure everything's the same. Because again, in sewing, what did we say? We want to be as accurate as we possibly can. Okay, so I'm going to take this little cardboard craft felt project here that I finished, and I'm going to start here at the bottom, and I'm just going to let this edge lie toward the middle, and I'm just going to roll around. Okay, so I'm removing each pin at a time. And I'm just slightly sort of rolling up, sort of each edge is lying on the next edge, but sort of making a little roll here. I think it's nice to make the binding a day or two at least ahead if you possibly can, because that gives the binding time to just kind of sit and learn the fabric fibers to learn that they lie this way. Okay, if that makes sense, to kind of give the fabric a little bit of memory. And I do like to store this in a clean, dry place. Like I said, I put mine in a little baggie. I have a little container that I put them in, but these are easy. If you have downtime, you can make these ahead of time. You can also use leftover pieces of your fabric to make these. And these are going to be used for a mini quilt project for our sewing class, okay? All right, everyone, we're finished. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this was helpful for you.